Hello there, everyone. It's Teresa Morrison here, and today is day 29 of my 30 days of Facebook Lives. It'll be so strange whenever I am finished. Today's topic is building a brand because we've all seen over recent months some of the bigger names, some of the other internet companies in the online space, big, oh, excuse me, sorry, big shutdowns, suspended, looked into, but it's quite a worry for online marketers. And the big thing is there's a lot of people who put all their eggs into the one basket. They were part of this company or that company and nothing else. And their whole business was that company. Their whole business was promoting it. They didn't have anything separate they could call their own. And that is why, number one, having your own email list is extremely important. At one stage, I was involved in a company where basically they collected the emails, they sent out automated emails, and that was it. I had no access to those emails. So I did not have the option to contact those people myself and build a relationship with them. But that has all changed. The main company that I promote does let me have access to those emails. I can export them, I can upload them into my own autoresponder, and I can contact them, build a relationship with them myself. Which means that even if that company was suspended or worse, I have contact with those emails. I have something else. And that is the most important thing when it comes to building your brand, because you are putting yourself as your brand, not the company that you're promoting. They might have fantastic tools. They might have fantastic resources. They might have fantastic training. They might have fantastic community. But people buy from people. And when you build a relationship, you're building your own community with those people that you're emailing. You know, you're letting them into your world a little bit, and they begin to identify with you, which is very important. The first thing you need to think about when it comes to building your brand is, who are you? What do you want to be known for? Do you want to be known for the person who has solutions for problems? What sort of problems? Do you want to be known for the person who can give tips and strategies? Do you want to be known for the person who has ideas of things that you can go forward with on your own, or things that you can bounce off from and then create something else yourself? What are you going to offer people? Are you going to offer them a bit of everything? Are you going to offer them a one-stop shop? Are you going to offer them a combination of things? Why should they come to you? What makes you different? That's where you need to engage with people. That's where you need to reach out and do those about me videos. Put a name, put a face to the name, and yes, face to the name, and be the real person Don't be the person who is always hiding behind slides. People want to see a real person. Facebook Live is brilliant for that. YouTube streaming, Google Hangouts. There's loads of options out there. Invite people to a private group is a really good idea. So think about who you are and why do people come to you? What do you want to be known for? Then you have to think about the nitty-gritties. What's your brand name? Do you want to have it as some sort of generic thing like online warriors? What does it mean? You know, it could be anything. It could be anything. It could be a battle reenacting group. Succeed. At one stage, I thought of succeed with Teresa, and I thought, succeed at what? It's too vague. Does that mean that I can promote this and promote something completely different and unrelated? No, because that's the quickest way to totally burn your list if you're just completely random things you're promoting. If you can, this is where it gets tricky, because when you get to the stage where you want to have your own domain name, this is where the name that you choose is important. I could not have teresamorrison.com. Not sure if it was available or if it was just far too expensive. I had Teresa-Morrison.com. That's a bit of a mouthful just saying it. Then I changed to teresamorrison.biz, which is so much easier to remember. And I've also got teresamotivates.com. And those two work very well for me. Very well indeed. So you think of your name. Go on to some of those domain registrars. You've got GoDaddy, you've got HostGator, you've got CoolHandle, you've got Namecheap. There are loads of them. And just type in a few names and see what's available and what sort of prices they're charging for them. Some of them will give you suggestions as well, which is interesting. So get your name sorted out. Then you're going to have a picture or a logo, depending. So like on your Facebook page, you'll have your picture, which is your face, usually, or a body shot of some kind. You'll want to have a clear picture. Excuse me. Logo, which could be your initials, could be your signature, or it could be a picture of something that you really like and you want to identify with. And you've got lots of options there. And a header, you could have a header for your sites. So you could have the header or cover on your Facebook page, on your YouTube channel, all of those places. And a lot of those things can be outsourced to Fiverr. And your video thumbnails. That's what I'm working on right now. When I upload my Facebook Lives onto YouTube, I need to select what thumbnail to use. And my thumbnails are getting weirder. I have some of them that I'm like this, some of them that I'm like this, others where I'm like this. No, just kidding. But my thumbnails are very weird. Just whatever position I'm sitting in, sometimes my mouth is like, yeah, some of them are not very attractive. So you can create your own thumbnails. You can have a style, set a style, and then use the same style, just changing the words, the title of your video then on the thumbnail itself. So that's very versatile once you get it set up. And you need to think about what shape will your business take. Are you doing a one-to-one coaching or consulting type business? Is that the way you want to work? Is that the way that works best for you? Is there a market for that? Is there people looking for that sort of help service from you? Or are you going to build a small team or medium-sized team, maybe maximum 20 people? You can have a Facebook group or a mastermind group. You're sharing and learning from each other, and then you oversee it, and every so often, and then you'll have weekly or monthly information sharing, teaching times. Or are you building duplication? So are you creating a team that will then create their own teams, and then they create their own teams? So are you using something that's easily duplicatable so that the people that you teach can turn around and teach others to do the same? So there are many shapes that your business could take. And finally, what platform are you going to be using? Because as I discussed in one of the earlier Facebook Lives, is you can't be, it's not a good use of your time or energy to be jumping from one thing to another, trying to cover all the bases. You need to pick one thing and master it before you move on to anything else. So you've got social media. You can use it for promoting, and you can also use it as a method for contacting and conversing with people. Email is a bit slower, but if you use email to then invite people to engage with you, maybe one-to-one Skype, or send a consult form and find out what works best for them. You can use that through email. Video marketing is very good, as I say, for building that relationship, because you're putting your face to your name, and people like to see a real person. You've got a lot of video conferencing software that you could use. You've got Google Hangouts, Facebook Messenger, GoToWebinar, Zoom, YouTube. There are other conference softwares where you can have up to 200 people there. Safest and traffic exchanges are pretty flat. You can promote there, but not really a place to be trying to build a relationship. There's some sites that are little communities where there are some chat areas, which is good, but it's trickier to manage that. Or are you going to go offline with your business? It might be something you want to do later on when you have built up a bit of a reputation. So you could be in newspapers, magazines, writing articles. Would you want to speak at events? Build a bigger following there. Would you like to write a book? So those sort of options are open to you as well for your brand. And don't worry, because you see brands, big brands like Coca-Cola, Nestle, McDonald's, they're pretty much faithful to their original branding, their original image, but they can tweak it a little bit, and so can you. So if you find that you don't like the name you've given yourself, or you don't like the logo you're using, you can change it. Do it in a very deliberate way, as in inform your followers that you have right now Don't just suddenly change everything and have them thinking, oh, this is not the same person. Inform them. Actually get impressions from them. Their impression of what would work and what wouldn't. Their ideas. Do a poll on it. Run a competition. Who's going to name my new site? Anything like that. Get people involved. That's probably the best way to make sure that you don't lose people just because you've changed something in your branding. Reassure them that you are still going to offer them the same things that they're used to getting from you. So that is my Facebook Live today on building yourself, branding yourself. And tomorrow's Facebook Live will be last one in this series. I'm not saying I'll never do a Facebook Live again. It'll be the last one in this series. And it's an interesting one. I'm going to talk about getting rid of the rubbish so that you can grow. Some of you may already have an idea of what I will be talking about, but that's for tomorrow. So I hope you had value from today's Facebook Live on branding. And if you have any comments, please drop them below this video. Like my page. And whenever I put this on YouTube, you can subscribe to my channel, because I will be streaming live on YouTube sometimes, or creating videos and just posting them on YouTube. So you won't be able to get them on my Facebook page anymore. You need to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will put the channel link in the comments. Hopefully Facebook won't penalize me for doing that, but so that you can go to that channel and subscribe and you won't miss out then on my next videos. And so if there's anything else you want to contact me about, you can reach me on succeedwithtreesa2@gmail.com. That's all I have for you today. Bye for now.